Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Real and Raw with Ree. Happy Hump Day. We are on episode 49. Almost at the big 50. Almost. So before I get into what the topic is and all of that good stuff, let me just go ahead and say that this episode is not kid friendly. I repeat, this episode is not kid friendly, so pause it, save it for later, put your headphones in, do whatever you need to do. But again, this episode is not kid friendly. So now that that is out the way, we are going to be discussing Hoe Phase. So grab a glass of your favorite drink and let's get on into it. So you guys know what I do each and every episode. I do a mental health check. So mentally, I would say that I'm at an 8.5, 9. Everything has been flowing very well. Yes, I would say I'm at an 8.5, 9. Nothing has been going on with me. And this is Mental Health Awareness Month. So make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Make sure you are taking time for yourself, putting yourself first, not pouring into other people's cup and only leaving a little bit for yourself. Make sure that you just take time to breathe, and if it's not that serious to stress you out, please try not to let it. Okay? And make sure that you check on your strong friends, check on your friends, period. You never know what people are going through. You never know. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and the person who I was listening to, she's well known. And she was saying that, they asked her how was she doing on the episode, and she was like, she's tired. She said that she was at the point where she just wanted to go to a bridge and jump. That's how tired she is, or was. But I just want to say, to those out there that are going through something like that, I'm praying for you. I hope that, you find strength to keep going. Talk to God or talk to whoever you talk to. But I hope that, everything works out for you. I mean, I've had my moments where I was just like, I'm tired. I don't really want to be here. I don't think I've ever told anybody that. But I've had my days where that's how I felt. Like, especially after my mom passed away, I definitely felt that way. I really did. And it was pretty much like I didn't know how to exist in a world without my mom. Like, and some days I still don't. This year will be 2 years since my mom passed away. I was 28 going on 29. Had to celebrate my 30th birthday without her. So yeah, it's been a lot. So, and then she passed away a month before my birthday. So yeah, it's a lot. So I have my days where I'm just like, I'm not going to say that it's like I don't want to be here, but it's just like I'm over it, so I completely understood where she was coming from when she said that she wanted to go jump. Not saying that that's the type of time that I'm on, but I get being tired and tired of being tired. So I completely get it. I'm grateful for each and every day. I'm grateful to have the breath in my body, to be healthy, all of that. It's just a lot. And then, of course, this month, I just think that I love that Mental Health Awareness Month is in May. Same month as Mother's Day. because I don't know, I feel like every Mother's Day is going to be a tough one for me. I don't, like I said in my last episode, I don't really see it getting any better for me when it comes to my mom. I hope it does. I really do. But as emotional as I get, I don't really see it. Because it's like, unless you lost a parent or a guardian or whoever, I don't think anybody really understands that type of hurt, you know. So yeah, we're gonna move along because I don't want to get emotional this episode. This is not what this is about. So yes, moving on. A lot of you gave me good feedback for episode 47, Seductive Sounds. I received a lot of feedback and it was positive. I'm happy that you guys enjoyed it, that you liked it. The streams definitely showed that you guys liked it. So I appreciate that. Make sure you guys do my polls and Q&As, okay? For these episodes. Y'all been falling off a little bit. And I'm gonna need y'all to get back on it. But yes, I really enjoyed doing the episode. I had a great time doing episode 47. So yes, you guys should go check the episode out if you have not already. But if you are listening to this episode, I would hope that you listen to episode 47 because this is episode 49. But I know how people like jump around, go to the latest episode, so I get it. But if you are new here, you can bounce around, but make sure you check out my intro and also episode 47 as well as all of my episodes. So bounce around as much as you like. Excuse me. But make sure you get to each and every episode. Do my polls and Q&As on Spotify and Spotify only. Leave reviews on whichever streaming platform that you are listening to this podcast on. And make sure that you follow my podcast. And make sure you click the link in the description box of this episode to support my podcast. But those are for the newbies and the obies. Obies. That is not a word. That is for the newbies and the returning listeners. Oh my gosh. Can't believe I said that. Yeah. So let's get into this Hoe Phase, okay? So I'm going to read the definition. Okay? I'm pretty sure most of you know what a hoe is, or you think you know what a hoe is, but I'm going to read what the internet said. Okay? It said someone who is young and daring, engaging in promiscuous activities, and connect with random people. Now, I agree with that, but I feel like the last part, like with the random people, can kind of be tweaked a little bit because it can be people that you know. That's how I feel. It can be people that you know, you just dick hopping and pussy hopping, excuse me. But yeah, so I feel like it can be people that you know too. You know, but either way it goes, you are bouncing around, pouncing around, you know, you doing some things out here, and it's not with one person. Yeah. So, have I ever had a hoe phase? I have. I did. And I enjoyed myself. I really did. I had a good one. Okay. Now I would recommend, well, I don't, I would recommend those of you who want to have a hoe phase, don't do it all in one location. Like me, I don't really like messing with people. I don't like really talking to people from my city. I'm not in my hoe phase now. Like, that's gone. Like, if you've been listening to my podcast and you made it this far from episode 1 to 48, you know that I'm looking for my man. Okay? That's what I'm looking for. I'm not trying to play around. The whole phase is long gone. But yeah, I don't like to talk to people from my city. I just feel like men from my city, y'all somebody baby daddy. Like I feel like everybody knows everybody, and I like my man to be like real low key. Like don't many people know him because not many people know me. Okay, I don't know that many people. I might know your face, but I don't know that many people. I don't want to know that many people. So yeah, I like my man real low key. Can't nobody be like, oh, that's my baby daddy, or oh, he was in my inbox and he was this and he was that, and I'm good on it. I'm good on it. They can be talking about you in another city. I would know nothing about it. So yeah, I don't mess with people in my city. It's not really my thing. Unless you like real low key and you don't have no kids or anything like that, or your kids somewhere else. I mean, not your kids somewhere else. Let me not say that. Your baby mama somewhere else, like you didn't even fuck them here or something. Then yeah, but I don't know why I'm saying baby mamas. Yeah, so I would say don't mess with people in your city. Like you can mess with like I feel like 1 to 2. 2 might be, I'm gonna say 2. I feel like you can do 2, but I feel like kind of do your research a little bit. Like make sure they don't run in the same circles because you don't want to be no homie hopper. You know, like hopping from A to B and then B to A. Like you don't want to be that. Or I don't know what like. Do women call men anything if they hopping from like from friend to friend? I don't know. I don't know what we call y'all besides a hoe or whatever. I don't know what we call y'all, but homie hopper is what the men call the women. But yeah. And then I think it was in one of my episodes where I explained that I didn't want to be that. So yeah, it was one of these episodes. I think it was a recent one when I was talking about that. But yeah, so I would say 2. You can do like 2 in your city. But if you live in like a little small town or something, don't do it. Don't do it. Where everybody knows it. Honey. Keep your vagina low key in that town. So only do one person there. Then you can do another person somewhere else. Another person. If you are in a hoe phase now. If that's what you want to do. I'm not telling people go out here and be a hoe. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you want to get your little hoe phase in. And another thing that I didn't really agree with is that when it was like someone who is young, it's 50-year-olds out here being a hoe. I'm pretty sure it is. Like they probably just became single or something and they want to explore and see what is out there and just have a little fun. So yeah, they out here slinging it. I'm pretty sure they slinging it or pouncing on it. I'm sure. But I personally, when I had my whole phase, it was in like the same location because it was like in my college years. So I would not recommend because I feel like some of them probably knew each other. I feel like now that we're older and I see them on I see them on social media and it's like they all know each other, which they are like married now, have kids or whatever. So I'm the least of the conversation. But back then, I'm almost certain I was the topic of discussion, probably. I don't know, but yeah. Yeah. I would just say if you're in college, if you like, I'm gonna say if you have like other colleges that are in your state or whatever, of course, I would say go to. I would say that you could probably do like one on your campus. I feel like two would probably be pushing it, but you can do one on your campus and go to somebody else's campus and get off. Like, go off on their campus. But again, you gotta do your research because people know people. So yeah, and that's my thing. I don't want my name out here being drugged through the streets. That's another thing. Some people don't care. They like, shit, I'm in my Hoe Phase. I'm gonna do what I do. But I don't want my name being drugged in the mud. Like, be like, oh yeah, I know her. I used to toss her up and down. Oh, you know her? Nope. Nope. Now, if it was like, I don't know why I was about to say 20 years ago, honey, because baby, I would have been 10. Um, if it was like 10 years ago, it's just like, baby, let it go. That was when I was 20. I'm 30 now. Let it go. We shouldn't even be talking about that. Like, if you see me, you shouldn't be like, oh yeah, I used to fuck with her. I fucked with her 10 years ago. Baby, that's not even anything to say. That's not even anything to say. We are in 2024 now. So if it wasn't 2020 and up, you can't even claim me as a body. I mean, you can claim me, but you shouldn't even be talking about me when you see me like, oh yeah, I used to fuck her 10 years ago. Sir, did you want a cookie when you said that? So yeah, I don't feel like that should even be something that's said. Yeah, but I know how people do. So I would say I personally, whoever I settle down with, I would like him to already have done everything that he wants to do. Go out here and sling it up and down, the state, if that's what you want to do. In our, well, he ain't even gonna be in my city, but yeah, sling it, honey, sling it around before you come over here. That's what I want. I don't care what you have done before me. That is not my business. As long as when we start dealing with each other and we go get them test results, that thing is clean. That's all I care about. I don't care if you ran down 100 women. I for one, I shouldn't even know that unless you just sharing that information. But please don't ask me. Please, and what I was about to say was about to sound so crazy. But please don't ask me. Like, oh, what's your body count? Baby, no. Don't ask me that. Because I'm not going to ask you, so please don't ask me. But if you voluntarily tell me, like, yeah, I done fucked on 100 girls. Okay, babes. That's cool, but is the dick clean? Because if it is clean, I don't care. I'm going to be 101. That sounds crazy, but I really don't care about nobody's body count. Like, that's not my business. I don't care about that. I remember in college, a dude told me that he fucked 100 girls, and I liked them. So I'm just like, okay. Like, for one, I don't care about nobody's body count. Your body count is not my business. It's just like, is your dick clean? I don't care about your body count, and you should not care about mine. Honestly. Before I continue on with this episode, depending on the platform that you are listening to my podcast on, hit that plus sign or follow button to keep up with each and every episode. Also, if you really support me, in the description box of this episode, hit the listener support link and work your magic. We are going to go ahead and get back into the episode. And y'all don't judge me for, I was about to say, for sleeping with 100 men. Y'all don't judge me for sleeping with the guy that said he fucked 100 women. Like, don't judge me. Because some of y'all people probably over that, y'all just don't know it. And then, do y'all feel like, once a hoe, you're always a hoe? I kind of don't believe that. I don't believe that to be true, but I know some people do. But I don't believe that. because I just feel like, does that only apply to women? Because I feel like when men say that, it only applies to women. You know, but some of you men been out here fucking or hunching since you were 13, and y'all in y'all 30s now. So y'all dick done went across the world. Well, probably not across the world, but y'all dick just... Who's to say how many holes that done went in? From what I say, 13 to we're gonna say 13 to 35. It's a long time. That's a long time, but who cares about that? I think that a person can change. I don't think that once they're a hoe, they're always one. Personally. I also, I'm like 50-50 on the can't turn a hoe into a housewife thing. Because, I mean, is she like currently a hoe, or was this like a past thing? Because if it was in her past and you with her, clearly you want her. So, and you trying to turn her into a wife if you want a wife, right? Again, I feel like people can change. This goes back to the whole, if you fuck somebody like 10 years ago, nobody really cares about that. Or at least nobody should care about that. I don't think that somebody will always be a hoe. Like, if I was hoeing around 10 years ago, nobody cares about that. Even 5 years ago, who cares? Like, I am a changed person now. I'm not still about to say slinging pussy is crazy. But I'm not doing that. Not me, I'm just saying. But the person is not doing that anymore. So I just feel like it shouldn't really be held against them. You know, like, yes, they were a hoe in the past, but I mean, who wasn't? Now, I know some of you listening to this are probably like, well, I wasn't, and that's fine. Everybody doesn't have a hoe phase. You know, some people are just like, I want my man, or I want my one man, or I'm just to myself. I'm not giving it away, which is cool. That's what I'm on right now, on my little journey. But I just feel like if you had a hoe phase, that's fine. Don't let nobody judge you for it. I mean, I've had one. I'm pretty sure the next person has had one. Somebody's mama has had one. Somebody's daddy. Yeah, and then I feel like if you have like a lot of siblings close in age and y'all don't have the same daddies or mamas, put two and two together, okay? So, no offense, I'm just saying. Just being honest. And then I feel like a lot of, Instagram models and celebrities, yeah, we see it. Like, everybody's being passed around the court, if we're being completely honest. Everybody's being passed around in the music industry and all of that, whether we want to admit that or not. People fucking around all across the globe, okay? So, don't feel away. If you having a whole phase, have fun. I mean, if you're single, like I said, just make sure you are protected at the end of the day. And then I feel like this, after you have did what you did, in my opinion, well, listen, you can ask for test results at any time. But in my opinion, it is very important to make sure that you have these test results before you get down to business. It is very important. And I was just having this conversation with somebody 2 days ago. I was pretty much telling him, like, if a woman trips because you ask her about, her test results or whatever, you just need to go ahead and pass her on. Because if we're being real, nobody's going to trip because you ask them about test results unless they don't really get tested like that or they have some. At least that's my opinion. I'm not going to trip about it because I asked the dude for his test results because I had just got tested and I was like, okay, baby, we clean over here. So I was like, before we do anything, honey, I need you to go get tested and all of that good stuff, because that's important. So I would say, before you do anything with this person or whoever, make sure they go get tested. That's it, because it's too much going on out here, and if people out here slinging and swinging, we don't know what's going on. Okay, so it would be best if you weren't burning and itching and all of that, because who wants that? Like, who? I mean, some people out here been burning for years and just passing it along, but any responsible adults doesn't want to be out here burning, okay? Like, can't be in the public burning and itching. So yes, practice safe sex. If you're gonna be out here homing around, slinging and whatever, practice safe sex, okay? Get tested, and yeah. In today's world, it might not even be good to have a hoe phase, honey. Might not even be good. I don't know, cause at the end of the day, if you are fucking somebody and y'all are just like no strings attached, you don't know who they fucking and who that person fucking. So it's just like, and I'm getting disgusted just thinking about it. I am getting disgusted just thinking about it, because it's somebody itching somewhere down the line. Okay, so somebody itching somewhere. So yeah, if everybody was safe and all of that, that would be great. So, but yeah, I would say that anybody that you plan to be messing with, make sure they get tested. But then again, it's just like, who wants to keep getting tested before they fuck somebody? You know, like, if you went back to the person, you don't know if, let's just say it's been like a week or two, you don't know who they had sex with, and yeah, so that right there alone will just make me keep my vagina to myself. And yeah, but I'm on my little journey anyway, so she ain't getting spread for nothing. Nothing at all, honey. But I will say that, like I said, and I have said this on previous episodes, I want my man to, like, baby, go out here and get all of that out of your system. I want you to have your threesome if that's what you want to have. I want you to have 5 women at one time if that's what you want to have. Because I seen a video of that recently and it disgusted me. Like, it was like 1 man and 4 women. And no, it was just like too many juices. And I just couldn't imagine, like, sucking a man's dick after another woman. Like, baby, I would have to suck it first, because no, I just can't see. And then some women do too much. And I know some men like real sloppy sex or whatever, like the spit going down their, like, ass crack. I know some men like that. I'm not that kind of girl. Like, I don't feel like you have to have it that wet for it to be good. If you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing. Okay? It don't take too much. You ain't gotta do too much. That's how I feel. Okay? The dick will never, ever, ever be that wet when it comes to me. So if that's the type of head that you like, I am not the girl for you. Like, that's too much spit for me. And I've watched porn. I've seen, like, little spit bubbles coming out of both sides. And it's just like, too much spit for me. Like, why? Why do you need that? Why is your mouth that wet? I don't know. I just, no, too much for me. But if you really like choking on the dick, I guess it'll get that wet. I don't know, but no, I can't. Too much spit for me. But yeah, so I personally couldn't be sucking dick after a woman has just slopped all on it. Like, it's not for me. I'm good. I don't even know about sitting on it after she done got up, because it's like, her juice is already on there, and now they're about to be up in my cooch when I sit down on you. So it's, yeah, it's a no for me. But to each their own. But yeah, like I said, there was too many juices for me. But I prefer my man to go get out all of his, don't get out every single fantasy, like certain things that involve 2 people, meaning you and I, don't get those out. Okay, keep those for us. But, or your woman, I should say. But anything else, like a threesome, foursome, crazy type shit, like, go ahead and get that out of your system. Like, if you want to fuck a white woman, if you want a woman eating your ass while another woman sucks your dick, like, go ahead and get that out your system. All of that. Go have fun, like, hoe it out. Because when we get here, like you and I don't need no nonsense, okay? I don't need you to be like, damn, I should have did this. Damn, I should have swung my dick here. No. Okay, it's just you and I at this point. So get that out of your system. Okay, I'm heavy on that. I want a man that has been there, done that. Hoe phase is gone, okay? Like, go ahead and just get that out of your system. So, y'all, we're going to dive into the pros and cons of having a hoe phase. And I'm going to start with the cons first. So, I feel like a con would be that you will always be known as a hoe. Like, even when you're 70, I feel like they're going to be like, yeah, she was getting it in back in her day. She used to, I'm not going to say too much because I almost let a few things slide out. But, yeah, they're going to be, you know how, like, the little Freaknik videos and all of that, I feel like that would be the person, like, oh yeah, she used to, she had good throat back in the day, or, yeah, honey, he had the good dick back in the day, or something like that, which you could still have those when you 70, I feel like, because me personally, I want to be getting it in with my man when I'm 70, 80. Hopefully when I'm 90, we can still do what it do. Like, in all honesty, I want to be getting it in up until the day that I die, to be completely honest. Like, no, I don't want to be like, oh no, I'm too old. No, honey. That's why you gotta take care of yourself. So you can still be getting it in, because it is some older people that's probably like in their 60s, 70s, and they look good as hell. Like, they really do. You can tell that they took care of themselves. They still do. So yeah, I'm trying to be like that. I want to still be getting it in. But yeah, I feel like you will always be known as a hoe. Like, I feel like that follows you, and people, of course, if you were a hoe back in high school, we know how it is. And people are like, oh yeah, she, we used to pass her around, or yeah, he used to be fucking the whole school. So yeah, something like that. So I feel like that's a con, that you would be known as a hoe. I feel like that would probably never go away. I feel like, in all honesty, it depends on who you dealt with, but yeah, it never goes away. Another one is that people will be wanting to fuck you just to see what the sex is like. And to me, that is a con, especially if you are like trying to settle down. And yeah, to me, that's a con, because it's people now that don't know what my sex is like, don't know anything about me. And they come at me sexually all the damn time. So it's just like, if people are coming at me sexually and they don't know what I can do, just imagine if people know how good your throat is or how good the dick is. They gonna be coming at you 10 times as harder, I feel like. And, if you're not trying to settle down or you don't want one woman, one man, that would be good for you. It'll be a pro for you. But for somebody like myself, it would be a con, because no, it's a turn off when people just come at you sexually. Like, nothing. Even if you did know something about me, don't just hit me up on some sexual shit, because I don't like that. Like, that irritates my soul. If you know me, if you have been listening to my podcast, stuff like that irritates my soul, and I will be ready to take your head off. So yeah, I don't like that. Now on to the pros. I feel like this one is very important. I feel like the pro of having a hoe phase, you will know what you like and you don't like. And that is so important, because I feel like you can't really tell somebody how to please you if you don't really know what you like. Like me, Honey, I like some things, okay? I like to be, for example, let me give y'all some examples, but if you've been listening, then you already know what I like. I like to be choked. And there's some dudes who are like, no, I can't see myself doing that. Well, baby, I apologize, but you are not for me. And let's just say if there was a man that was everything that I ever wanted, but he was just against the choking, I'm just going to have to grab your hand one day and put it around my neck. Like, I'm just going to have to do that. And technically, it's not you choking me. It's me choking myself, but with your hand. Okay, that's just what it is. Because even if a dude was choking me, but your grip isn't tight enough, I'm gonna squeeze your hand so that it's like really squeezing my neck. So yeah, that's what I like. I like to be choked. I like a little smacky smack. Don't overdo it, because the sex will be done and over with if you really smack the shit out of me. Like, sex is over, and you're getting out or I'm leaving. Sex is over. So yes, I do like a little smacky smack. Has somebody smacked me before? Somebody did. Yeah, so I like a little smack, but when he smacked me, he was like, he said something, so it kind of like turned me on when he smacked me. And then, well, the first time that he smacked me, I was in shock. Like, I'm like, okay, did he just smack me or am I tripping? But when he smacked me again and he like said something with it, I was like, okay, he did smack me, but I kind of liked it. You know, I ain't gonna trip because I liked it. So yeah, I like a little smacky smack. You got to be talking to me, you know, like fucking me, talking to me when you do it. You can't just smack me. Like, don't do that. What else do I like? I like my hair pulled. I do, but people don't really do that these days, I feel like. And with my locks, you gotta be gentle, okay? Be gentle with my babies. What else do I like? I like a little, it's funny because me and somebody were talking about this yesterday or 2 days ago, but I like to be like degraded a little bit. I don't even know if I would even use that term because, I don't know. I like to be called like a slut. I don't know about a bitch and all that. I don't know. Nobody has called me that yet. And my thing with that is, I don't want you to think that just because you used it during sex, that you can use it outside that bedroom, because it's not happening. So, yeah, I like to be called a slut, you know. So I wouldn't really say degrading, because that's the only thing that I can think of that I would like somebody to call me. I like to be called a good girl during sex. Somebody did it one time. It turned me on. I don't know what I guess it was their voice or something. I don't know, but like, yeah. So I like to be called a good girl during sex. It turns me on. I like to be dominated. Like, that's my thing. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I like to be talked to while you dominate me, or tell me what you want me to do in your sexy, deep voice. Like, not many men can do that. Not many men, because you got to have a voice for it. And I like to hear you. I really do. Even if you're not like, let's just say if you're not like a talker, I want to hear you moan. And this goes back to episode 47. Yeah, 47. Seductive sounds. Oh, honey, I love to hear a man. I like to hear you moan, curse, like all of that. I love that. And I feel like, of course, I've come across some men that don't do that. And it's just like, honey, do you like what I'm doing or what? But yeah, so I like to be. If you have made it this far in my podcast, thank you. And I'm going to assume that you have already hit that follow button. for my podcast to keep up with each and every episode. And I also am going to assume that you have already went ahead and clicked that link for the listener support to support my podcast. And we will go ahead and get back into the episode. To be talked to, I like for you to tell me, don't move my toy. Stuff like, who told me to move my hand? Who even told me to come up off the dick? Like, that's what I like. I like to be talked to in a aggressive voice, like sexy, aggressive. Like, I like that. That turns me on, honey. And if you are talking like that, the juices will get to flowing, honey. Squirt, squirt, squirt. Like, that's what it is. But anyways, and you will know what you don't like. For example, I don't like, I guess I could say, yeah, okay, so I don't like the whole spit in the mouth thing. So, I don't know if I should say like a dude has done it or he hasn't, because it's not like, when you gather up all the spit in your mouth and you just spit in the person's mouth. He didn't do that. And it wasn't like the little Kevin Gates spit when he was on stage. If you know, you know. But it wasn't like that, because, baby, no. Like, I probably would have pushed his head back. Like, sex would have been over, because my reflexes probably would have just, like, smacked him. Like, But it was like, we were in missionary, and I think I told this story before, but we were in missionary, and he's like, I swear I feel like the spit just like dripped in my mouth a little bit, like, but I don't know, I don't know, because I don't know, in that moment, I wasn't against it, but plus I didn't even know it was happening. I don't want to say I prefer not to know, because then I'm going to be like, ew, like grossed out. But I don't know if I want a surprise like that either. Like, you just can't spit in there. If it like drip a little bit, I might be with it. Make sure that my mouth is open. Make sure I'm moaning. Like, make sure that dick is dicking when you like had that spit coming down. Other than that, no thanks. Like, I don't want it. I don't want it. What else don't I like? It's not much that I don't like, to be completely honest with y'all. Yeah, it's not much that I don't like. Oh, I don't know why I didn't say this. I'm not really a writer. Okay, but I guess it depends on the man. Like, which I know it depends on the man, because a man is encouraging me, and, he, smacking my ass and all of that, and he letting me know, like, girl, you doing your thing, like, I'm with it, you with it, I'm here for more support, I might enjoy it, like, he lifting me up and, fucking me a little bit, getting me, trying to get me going, we trying to get a rhythm going or something, like, I'm with it. But for him to just be laying there like he dead or something, like, I'm not with that, baby. Are you enjoying it? And I feel like if you know that I'm not really a writer, like, try to get me to enjoy it. Try to connect with me while I'm up there. That's what I like. Okay? Don't just lay there with your eyes closed. Because I know I need you to smack my ass, choke me, and then this will probably take me over the edge, I swear. If I do, and it just turns me on thinking about it. Or maybe I am just like this because, if you listen to my last, or did I say it on this episode? I don't even know which episode. This one. I don't know why I said last episode. Or did I say? I don't think I said it on the last episode. I don't. I think this was my first. I I think this was my first episode saying it. Yeah, okay. I think this is my first episode saying this because I stopped drinking and having sex Sunday. Was it Sunday? No, it wasn't this Sunday. It was last Sunday. It was last Sunday. Okay, so I said it on my last episode. Okay, Lord, not me getting confused. But yeah, so I'm probably like this because I am a very, 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 very sexual person, and the hormones be through the roof. And plus, every woman knows, like, when you are fresh off that time of the month, you want to get it in. Even sometimes when you are on the time of the month, and I used to say that I would not date a dude, like, on nothing serious if he didn't want to pass a little red light. Now, I'm not saying, like, it just came on, like, I ain't even gonna go into details because I know some men can't handle that. But I'm not saying, like, when it first comes on and it's, like, real heavy. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, I'm 4 days in at this point. I got one more day to go. Or I'm on my last day or something. Like, toss me in the shower, bend me over, and get it in. Like, come on. Or we can... Yeah, I prefer to be in the shower. That's what I prefer. I don't want, like, a little sticky mess. Even if we got, like, a towel down. And I heard this on a podcast episode where the guy was like, they have sex every single day. Like, even on her period, like, they're having sex. Like, put a towel down. And it's funny because the host was like, so y'all just got blood splashing everywhere. But yeah, I don't, no, I'm not with that. I've done that before. Like, it was real slippery down there. So I really, I don't know, I enjoyed it. It was a good time for me, which I'm not against it. If the dude is with it, just put a towel down, I'm with it. Yeah, I'm with it. I do prefer the shower, but again, you can do more positions outside the shower because, for one, I'm short and most of the dudes I deal with are tall and that I want to deal with are tall. So y'all got to kind of like squat down a little bit and put it in and then attempt to stand up, but it might slide out. So it's like, if your knees can handle it, baby, we can get in the shower if them knees can handle it. But other than that, the most I'll do when it comes to the shower is I'll give head in the shower. I get this cooch ate in the shower. That's about it. Other than that, baby, bend me over somewhere else because I don't want to be doing that in the shower. Like, you can't even put me on the sink, you know. Yeah, I'm with it. But yeah, so those are some things that I am into. Yeah, those are some things that I'm into. Oh, this is what I was gonna say because I done got all. I was sitting here like, how did I even get on period sex? But okay, so what I was gonna say that would turn me the fuck on is if I'm on top and a dude like grabs the back of my head, like grips it a little bit. Like, he has like a little nice grip on the back of my head. I mean, like, not pulling my hair, but hand literally on the back of my head. Gripping. Nice little grip. And he's making me look him in his eyes while he is fucking me while I am on top. I mean, dick is deep in there. Not like pounding my shit now because listen, some dudes be pounding you to the point where the shit is uncomfortable and it hurts. And I don't like that. I mean, like, I want him to be pounding me or slow stroking real deep or something like, and the shit just feel good and we connecting. And yes, he want me to stare in his eyes while he is taking my soul. Like that, I'm just imagining that and I'm just, yeah, I would love that. Like, After that, you mine. Okay? Well, you should be mine before then, but you're mine. Nobody else's. Dick belongs to me at that point. Okay, moving on. So another pro I would say to having a whole phase is that you got it out of your system. I feel like you done fucked who you wanted to fuck. You done did what you wanted to do. You done had this girl, that girl, white, Asian, Hispanic. Like, you done got it in. Or you had a skinny man. I don't really know about a short man, but you done had a skinny man, a man with some meat on his bones. You done had a real muscular man. You probably done had a Chinese man, a Asian man, a white man, if that's what you want to do. Yeah, yeah. So, and you probably done had a threesome. Um, and that just made me, I ain't even gonna get into that on this episode, but yeah, so yeah, I feel like just go ahead and get it out of your system. And I said that I would probably have to do like the 2 male thing before I meet my man, of course, because I'm pretty sure my man does not want to be there while I'm getting dick the fuck down. Because when I have my threesome with these 2 men, I want my soul taken. I want my legs to be little noodles when I get out the bed. Like, I don't even want to be able to get out the bed because my legs are so weak. Like, that's, and I'm like trying to catch my breath like I need water, like I can barely talk. Like, that's how I'm trying to be. I want sex like that, period. But yeah, y'all know the sex I'm talking about where I was about to demonstrate, but where you are just like breathing so heavy and you can barely catch your breath. Like, the person got to ask you, like, you okay? And then you like, yeah. Or something like that. Like, that is the type of sex I want. Like, yeah, can barely breathe, like cottonmouth. Like, that is what I want. Okay, so yeah, 2 dudes, and then like I have said before, one of the dudes have to be somebody I have fucked before. Like, the dick is good. Dick is great. Because I feel like now the other person, they can be somebody who I have not fucked before because I want something new. But the dude who I fucked before, like, it has to, one of them has to be somebody that I fucked before because I already know how the dick is coming for that person. So if the other person does not deliver, baby, you gotta go and I'm gonna just fuck the dude who I already know how he coming. Like, sex will be amazing. So yeah, you gotta know how at least one of them coming. Unless you see like 2 cute ass dudes, like they homeboys or something. But me, I want to be the one that's like, okay, I want a threesome, and it's gonna be like this, and this is who I'm doing it with, and yeah, so I'm calling the shots when it comes to that one, of course, because it's the threesome that I want. And I know a lot of dudes are not with that. A lot of dudes will probably be like, oh, that's a train, and honey, that goes back to this video that I saw on social media where it was like 1 dude, 4 girls. Did they run a train on you? And of course, the men are like, no, he living his best life and da 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 da. Okay, so when she had about 2 niggas, was she not living her best life? I mean, she set it up. In all honesty, you don't even know if he set it up. So it's like, I don't like the whole double standard thing. A threesome is a threesome. We grown. Whatever you say a threesome is to you, that's a threesome. Fuck the outsiders who were not there. Okay? Anyways. So, yeah. I that irritates my soul. So, yes. A pro to me would just be getting it out of your system because, like I always say, I want a man that has been there, done that. I was about to say been tossed around, but let me not say that. That has just like got his fuck on or anything. Even life situations, like before you come over here, please, please, please get all of that out of your system. Like, fuck off, baby. Like, swing the dick. Swing it, swing it, swing it. So you can be calm and ready when you come over here. That's it. That's all I want, honestly. So yeah, that's my pro. I don't know, some people might be like, I don't want no man that's da 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 da. Okay, that's perfectly fine. But in a whole phase, baby, the dick was swinging. In a whole phase. And the legs were being spread when the woman has her whole phase. So I mean, that's the reality of it. So if I could go back, would I change anything as far as the whole phase? I would probably just not fuck some of the people that I fucked. But overall, I had a good little run, good little phase, you know. So for the most part, no. But yeah, some of the people I just felt like, wouldn't have did it. It was like a one time thing. Dick wasn't even all that. Yeah, and yeah, and also I would probably get test results up front because, like I said, I was living a dangerous life back then, sitting here having a whole phase. So yeah, I would say back to what I said earlier. Make sure you get results and everything. Make sure everybody is tested. But with the whole phase, you're going to be running back and forth to the doctor if you want to get tested before every partner. Like, just go get their results. If you know that you're clean, just go get their results and tell them to get their results, and then, you know, show them yours. And yeah, but yeah, definitely test results, I would say. So I asked you guys on my social media. I did a poll and I asked, have you guys ever had a whole phase? Have you thought about it? So I had 22 votes on one of my social medias. 59.1 said yes, they have had a whole phase. 40.9 said no. And yeah. So on this one was on Twitter, aka X. I had 27 votes. One person. 48% said yes, they've had a whole phase. 26% said no. And 26% said that they thought about it. And I am very curious. And it's, okay, so the person, I might as well just tie these in together. So the person on Snap, because I put it on Snap also, one person up there said they have not had a whole phase, but they thought about it. I just want to know, like, what stopped you guys from having one? Like, yeah, did y'all get in relationships? Were y'all just like, nah, that's not my thing? Like, what stopped y'all from having a whole phase? And if you could go back, do you feel like you would have one? Like, if you could go back and choose between having one and not having one, like, what would you do? I'm very curious. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. Thank you guys for tuning into another episode of Real and Raw with Ree. Make sure that you are following my podcast. Make sure that you guys do my polls and Q&As on Spotify and Spotify only. I would love some feedback from you guys, questions, comments, all of that good stuff. Click the link in the description box to support my podcast. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.